Kyrie doesn't know anyone an explanation, and Richard Jefferson is correct because he's giving you the point of view of, if the organization decided to just move on from Kyrie Irving, and they would owe an explanation to the fans, but at the end of the day,
right,
the only way that you can vote is with your feet and with your wallet. And he basically said, if you don't like Kyrie, don't buy his shoes, don't buy his stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know where I land on that. Again, obviously I'm biased in the fact that I feel that the media plays a role. The media plays a role for a reason. The reason why athletes do get the salaries that they get is because the fans put the money in the pockets of the owners. And the fans watch the games to a point where the television networks put the money in the pocket of the owners, who pass it along to the players, because that's the way the collective bargaining agreement demands it to be broken up in a certain way with a cap and everything. That's the economics of the game. That's the way that the game flows. And then fans clearly have an emotional attachment to not only players, but the sport itself. I mean, how many times did we say in the awfulness of 2020 that's still going on right now in 2021 that thank goodness for sports is an outlet? And thank goodness to watch the players play as hard as they do with no fans, and also go through what they go through with protocols and things of that nature. When it all comes down to it, when you're at star athlete who you are all excited about, and is introduced with much fanfare the year before that you're all excited about, just disappears. And you're hearing that the team doesn't know where he is or why. And then the guy reappears, and then you're wondering, will we get an answer? And you get a guy who puts his head on his hands, just putting his face right in the camera of the Zoom, and doesn't give any answers, basically saying, I'm looking forward. I mean, what are you supposed to do with that as a fan? But I watched the game last night, that is for darn sure. I mean, I was definitely curious to see what the three of them looked like. And, part of that reason why I did that is I knew I'd have to talk about it here today. If I didn't, I don't know if I'd be watching that. Be very honest with you. I shoot you straight here because I get turned off by that sort of stuff. It's just like if I need to be curious as to your exploits and whether you're going to win or lose, I need to care about you. I need to care about you as a person. I need to know that it does matter to you as much as it does to me. That's what fans connect to athletes. And just pay me the respect of giving me an answer as a fan to know why I'm so emotionally invested in your endeavors. Why am I so emotionally invested in whether you win or lose? And it does matter to you to actually perform out there, and I can see it matters to you, and you're really laying it all out on the line. But when it comes down to it, if you disappear for 2 weeks and it's something that is very personal, and you could basically say, look, I would share with you why I wasn't here for 2 weeks, but it really is very personal to me. Everyone out there is going through personal stuff. I do make a ton of money. I do understand that I do have a great life, but I just can't share with you. And I'm back here again, and I'm hoping all the fans join me. How difficult is that instead of this? You made a face. You don't agree? It's okay. You could take the
no.
Obviously, we have a conversation about it.
No, I'm just wondering, why do we give Marshawn Lynch a pass?
I didn't give him a pass, but Marshawn didn't just disappear from the scene, Chris.
No, but he shows up at the press conferences, and only I'm just here so I don't get fined. And now it's a big joke because we like Marshawn,
right? But questions he's not answering.
We have a general feeling about how we feel and look at Kyrie Irving. We don't like him. That's the general perception of him.
I actually do like him. I honestly loved him as Uncle Drew. He made me laugh. That movie makes me laugh. I enjoy his product. I enjoy his brand.
A large portion of the basketball fan population don't like this guy.
Well, I mean, because I guess he comes across and has communicated, certainly in this instance, that he doesn't care to give you an answer for a reason why he disappeared from the scene. And the way that Marshawn doesn't answer questions and did not treat the question and answer period with the news media, and he did not treat it in a professional manner of, I'm here to give you answers to questions that you're asking me. That's an apple to this apple. But the apple to this apple is a different fruit, if you will. It's an apple to this orange, in the fact that I need to know why he disappeared for 2 weeks. What happened? And why, in this era of COVID, is there video of him just partying it up like it's no big deal? And you could basically say what I do in my personal time. I mean, just is my personal time. And I understand that there are a lot of people out there who are quarantining and why not just pay the ability? Why not just pay the respect to the people who are out there wondering and answer what the answer is? Unless you think that every answer you give has been totally used against you, so I don't want to talk anymore. Again, I'm not in his shoes. I know my youngest son Coop, when Kyrie was on your Celtics, was a big fan of his. I mean, when we went to the All-Star game here in Los Angeles, him being in that game, my kid was losing it. Very, very excited. Interestingly enough, he was warming up on the floor with Durant at the time. So again, and you want to talk about using your platform to get stuff out there. If there is something personal, you could say, hey, everyone's going through a lot of stuff. I understand that a lot of people don't think I deserve to have the ability to go through some stuff because of what I do. But it's difficult to buy in. That's all. It's just difficult to buy in. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.